Welcome, gamers, to Nexus Gaming Series. I don't remember what season it is. Today we're solo casting Nexus Division EBATs, or Easy Blues and the Swarm, versus Nexus Forces. They're making the lobby right now. I don't know what map it is. Be a surprise, but we can go to the bands. I will try to make predictions for you. Because if you make the prediction, you can't bet. You can see the bands here. Nexus Forces went with first pick. They won the coin toss, so Easy Blues and the Swarm picked the map. We're going to Braxis. We love Braxis. It can be fast, but there's lots of interesting interactions and like heroes. You might not see that often on Braxis, or just like certain types of tech that are specific to this map. We'll see what they end up choosing. Pretty excited about that. So we won't see Dragonshire, Towers of Doom. Let's see, Tomb of the Spider Queen, or Battlefield of Eternity. I think per usual this is best of 3. So we'll either see 2 games or 3 games. Or 1 and technical issues cause a forfeit. Almost got a full lobby here already. I won't put the prediction up till the draft goes through. I haven't cast it in a while. I don't remember if there's a season in the summer for NGS, but I know this one kind of started recently. I've been getting a lot of requests to cast games. However, this is not one of them. I was scheduled to cast a game at this exact time in a different division. So if you're here to see that game, that's been rescheduled to next week at the same time, which I may or may not cast. I'm not sure yet. Yeah. Everybody's having a good summer. It's 100 plus where I am. Consequently, very hot. Hi, Dark. Braxis is hype. Are you hoping to see Akira? Akira Gaming? Probius? Deathwing? Samura? Rexar? I will kind of go through some of the heroes that both of these teams have played kind of consistently this season. Oh, let me actually pull up the draft screen. Alright, so let's see. For the side of Easy Blues and the Swarm, which is on the left here, we see a lot of Hanzo, Yorel, Hogger, Anduin, and Anubrak. Those look like a lot of comfort picks, potentially. I think both teams rely a lot on their comfort picks. Because for the side of Nexus Forces, which is on the right, we've got a lot of Diva, Rhaegar, Anubrak, Vala. I don't see Diva on this map that often, so I don't know if we'll see it here. Kira, you? Kira's so fun, though. She's so hard to play, to really master. She can really pop off. Plus, she has, like, the best dance, other than Probius. I don't know if you guys can see these logos, because they're super tiny, but the Nexus Forces logo is just, like, the Carbot like turret, the Sky Temple dude, the Garden of Terror, Spider Queens. I should probably talk about the bands. Okay, so we got Tracer, Sylvanas, and Chromie. And so 4 assassin bands. That's pretty rough. Seems quite targeted. Fury gives you trauma. I mean, that just means that she's a interesting hero, I think. Stukov gives me trauma. He's a super abusive hero, just like the silence. I mean, like, silence and anti-heal are like the most busted things in the game. That's interesting though. I first pick Stukov. Unless they go, you know, double support, there's probably no cleanse on the side of Nexus forces. And then we go with Anduin and Genji for Ebats is what we'll call them. That's their little shortcut name. Which is Light Bomb Genji potential. And so we see the Vala and the Nubarak, which I mentioned as like some comfort picks, and there's nothing wrong with these 2 heroes. They're quite good actually. Maya ban. And the Mephisto ban. So I think another targeted ban. We played Mephisto 3 times according to Hero's profile this season. Who will the last ban be? Li Ming, which is not on the list, but a decent ban overall. I personally wouldn't prefer somebody like Li Ming on this map, even though she's good kind of around the objective. I think her wave clear is like not that great. Garrosh is a great pick. It makes Anubrak a little more scared to sort of E in. And there's no Anduin to like save and no cleanse. But one interesting thing about Anubrak is the beetles. Like, there is lots of potential for the beetle to get thrown instead of Anubrak. And then they pick up Tychus, which is also good into Anubrak. Okay, I like the Kerrigan pick. That's very exciting. See what they round out their draft with. I also like Odin for the objective. Looks like Nexus forces are lacking a little bit on wave clear here. I mean, if Ebats goes Commandeer Odin, then I think their wave clear is a little better for the Zerg. So here's an interesting dive pick that works pretty well into Stukov and Vala. Let me put up the prediction here. Just give me a sec. I'll leave it up for like 5 minutes. Give me some time. I love the carry pick, honestly, but playing melee into Garrosh for me is scary, especially without a cleanse, but Stukov does some pretty good burst healing. It does require some really fine timing, though. Since we started on this side, we'll go ahead and introduce Ebats. We've got King Andrew on Anduin, TZ on Garrosh, Eternal Blue on Tychus, Kenny on that Genji, and Batmang on that Sonya. And for Nexus forces, we have Organized Chaos on the Anubrak, Drunk Unicorn on the Stukov, Mango Man on the Vala, Lork, I think that's how you say that, on the Kerrigan, and Norseman on that Leo.
3, 2,
so looks like they might be splitting a bit. Not sure where Genji will go in this first little brawl. Looks like he's going top. Cheeky gank. Genji's really great on this map. Honestly, he's one of the most powerful heroes on this map, just for this level 1 of that CDR on the trait. So Leoric realizing he's... Oh, that's a really good combo. Oh, the root gets unstopped by AVE, which is really good. throw into root is disgusting. So we have Fury of the Swarm for that Kerrigan. Low blow, globes for that Anubrak. He does get rooted and does die. Minigun does take him out along with the root. And Genji's still top. They're kind of bullying Leo, but they're not getting too much from it. But Ebat's down one, playing by their forward, still gets a kill. So it's looking pretty good for them in the early game. Ball is Q build, by the way. It doesn't have any stacks yet. Garrosh in a big slow. Silence. We've got Tychus on grenade build. They're getting that tower. We'll see if they get the whole thing. Does look like they do. When Slam builds Sonya. The root misses on the Kerrigan. Gets the stun on the Tychus for the counter pressure. And Genji has not left top. This is very unfortunate to be the offlane player here. So now he has to back. I assume he's tapped unless he has a sign. Red has control, Nexus Forces has control of this bottom, just from sheer numbers, looks like, but Blue has control of the top. So they've got a tower up there. Must mean the carry player is comfortable. For sure. I don't think she's a hero that's like, oh, she sounds good here, maybe I'll try her. She takes so much finesse. For sure. Oh my goodness, I'm surprised she didn't go over the wall, but she almost had that. And sorry about that top lane, they get that kill on that Leo, which is really unfortunate because they get the whole wall. Nubrak's moving top, most likely just to grab the soak. I don't think Nubrak is going to take them 2v1. Alright, now it's 2v2. I forgot that Leo responds so quickly early game. Garrosh is going to be the driving force here. Great throw into the roots. Good silence to mitigate the pressure. Now, Nexus Forces is 2v2 up here, but they don't have a DPS, and now they do. They've got that Kerrigan. Misses the stun, but they do have the drain on her. She's most likely gonna die. Oh, unless the body block is insane. Ken's out of mana, so probably has nothing to E out with. That is unfortunate. They almost made it out of there. So, still not a lot of progress on the on that objective for either team, but Ebats has 38%. Arrogant's doing this camp right here. We've got that piercing light class for the Anduin. I'm so sorry. Nubrak does go down, presumably, to a throw and a root and a minigun. So if you just want to imagine what that looked like. I like that Carrie's brawling the Genji, not really afraid. She's much tankier. Bala does get thrown, the root and the minigun. I mean, this combo is... it's hard to beat. Especially without a cleanse or something like a pull. I like that they picked the Anduin, like, right away. And then save that Garrosh pick for later. Carrie's combo missed, but they do get the double stun with the Nubrak. And they're getting some structure damage here now that Nexus Forces have moved top to secure that OBJ. So now it's Sonya, Leo, and Carrie. Genji looks like they're moving back top for Ebats. Nope, Genji's down here. Root, throw. If you can't, like, the stun after the throw prevents Nubrak from using Burrow Charge, which gives Anduin enough time to root, which is, it's kind of hard to land that root every single time, but and then the root is enough time for the minigun to kill a Nubrak. It's kind of disgusting. A big throw on the Stukov. Is he alive with 75 health, 46 health? That damage over time from melting point. Now Ebats has both objectives. Stukov had to back. But Kerrigan looks like they're about to die. Big stun. Got some shields. And they did hold the point. And Kerrigan died as well. So, Nexus Forces has a pretty small Zerg wave. Ebets. Apologies. Ebets has a massive wave. I'm not sure Genji's gonna make it out of this, but big Zerg wave on the way. We'll see. Alright, looks like he's gonna get out. He's And this fort is gone. They don't have a ton of wave clear before Odin gets here. So looks like the fort and maybe a little bit of the walls all they get, if that. They're eating the banelings on purpose. So Ebats is just gonna push bot while they're occupied top. Swarm Boys fans. Too bad you weren't here to bet. You can bet on the next game. Or two. Depending on how they go. So Nexus Forces is down here to defend. Immediate taunt, throw, root. Level 10s are online, by the way, for Ebats. Huge leap. The extra kind of whips, but they still get the kill. Let's talk about these ults. We do see Odin, Light Bomb, Leap, X-Strike, Taunt, Warlord's Challenge. It's still level 9 for Nexus Forces. Oh my gosh, the Zerg Wave is still alive. So they're just Odining to get this tower. Well, it's starting to stack okay now. Genji almost done with that quest. Anduin, no stacks yet. Is there a passive benefit other than the Pierce? Oh. That was very close. Take a look at these numbers if you want. Genji has a lot of damage right now, probably just from bullying the Leo the entire time. As we speak. They don't have level 10 just yet, so this is a little risky. Gotta be able to pick your level 10 and use it too. So we've got Rain of Vengeance, Entomb, Cocoon, Flailing Swipe, and Ultralisk. Okay, they're going big. Cocoon on the Garrosh. Massive deflect and shield and X-Strike and Leap. Everybody's pressing their R button. Harrigan goes down. Did use Ultralisk. Flailing Swipe coming out a little late to save her, but does a good job de-escalating for the rest of the team. And they're just starting boss. They did get this camp. They took it recently, so it's getting quite a bit of value. So far, Ebats with a pretty strong game, 11-1. I assume they like this map, because they are the ones that picked it. The Pierce worth, even with no stacks, with the root at 20? Oh, for sure. If they do go Censure, which stuns, that could be big. That's just like another like layered CC for the Garrosh, throw, stun, taunt combo. Oh, silence out of throwing the Tychus out. Lots of ults. X-Strike, Light Bomb. No leap quite yet. They did not hit him while he was deflecting, so... And Garrosh went to go throw him out, and this is just all falling apart, even though their map looks great. TZ's gonna make some space here. Does get comboed by the Kerrigan. Boss is wailing away. It's half, though. Got a camp down here too. Yeah, just absolute chaos. I mean, I wouldn't call it a throw moment, but a lot of people died. And a lot of, like, it looks like mistakes were made. Just, like, miscommunications or just Nexus Forces making really good advantage of the timing of their utility. Sonya almost dying here, and Nexus Forces, all 5 are down here, knowing they have the OBJ. Massive stun onto 2 of them. Almost getting Sonya too. This camp is mowing this down. There's a help ping. And Genji takes top. Level 13's not yet for Nexus Forces, but they do have that kill lead for now. Let's see. I like spray and pray, that's interesting. Oh my goodness. There's no way. Oh my god, they pick out the Vala from this crazy flank. Oh, and Genji gets absolutely destroyed by that combo. Gets a big deflect shield. Good root. They're a little chunked now, but they did come out of that with 1 for nothing. Okay, massive light bomb Genji with the leap. It's disgusting. They've got disgusting combos. And Odin is just shredding. And they got both points, so they'll be getting a full Zerg wave most likely. The map is very blue right now. Even the lanes are pushed up because they have more structures to begin with. Master Assassin, 10 out of 15 kills. So, doing well. So I'm just getting a camp. Looks like they're in a lot of places on the map at once. I don't know if it's greedy or not, but there's like a half Zerg wave here. I don't know if anybody's gonna stay to clear that, or if they're just gonna like try to end off of this. They know they need all their forces to defend, but there's a camp top. Maybe that'll deal with it. It'll probably die without taking the fort. We'll see. So even talent tier. Light bomb Genji onto the carry. She gets the Chrysalis off, but Vola is dead. Garrosh is getting drained by the Leo, very low. But halfway up. Thanks to Anduin and Garrosh's self-heal. Garrosh took that 15% heal, which is a really strong talent in my opinion. Oh my god, that combo is so gross. Kerrigan is making space, guys, but the Zerg, there's so much to deal with. This is looking like a GG. Crazy game. 18 kills on Braxis to 6. Surgically pick off a single target is insane. I mean, even in that bottom push with the Zerg, 2 people were under fire. They did the light bomb Genji leap onto Kerrigan. So they put a lot of resources onto Kerrigan. But then they killed the Vala too. I think, I didn't see it all, but I think Garrosh just threw the Vala into the Zerg, and she's like very fragile, so she just died from that. Yeah, that was a great, exciting game to watch there. Let's choose that. Nobody bet on Nexus Forces. What the heck, guys? Alright. You guys have to bet on both sides next time. Silly. It's called insurance. Just bet 1 point. Just in case. So best of 3. We'll see what map we go to next. Let me bring us up to the map screen. Show you what maps are left. So again, Ebats picked that map and won it. So I believe that means Nexus Forces picks. Oh god, I'm already having tongue twisters. Picks the next map, which could be Alterac, Cursed, Garden of Terror, Infernal Shrine, Sky Temple, or Volskaya. I personally don't really like watching Volskaya. I think that the objective is like a little silly, because like you can just macro instead, and it's about as good, if not better. But I'd be happy to see any of the other maps. I think Alterac has a really interesting like tug-of-war balance, obviously, because the core mechanic and the bosses are really strong. So, I'm sure they're deciding on what map to do now. I'm surprised they banned Towers of Doom. I feel like that's like everybody's favorite map to play. I could be wrong. And Tomb. But I think people get traumatized by Tomb as well when they like play against like a Stitches or a Nazebo or like a Garrosh. That looks like a really well-practiced combo by the side of Ebats, just to throw the root, the minigun. I bet one of those is getting banned. It might be Anduin, because Anduin really locks it down, because like, if Anduin doesn't get the root off, Minibrek's free to leave, basically, using Burrow Charge. But, you know, there's a ton of follow-up healers, like Tyrande, who else? Ana, which is the anti-heal. Uther. Even somebody like Morales can do like a little bit to interrupt. Or like some utility to follow up. You like Towers of Doom? I like Towers of Doom too. I think like most of the time you get to level 20, which enables sort of that comeback potential. And looks like we're going to Infernal Shrines, which is a classic. If you have seen every single one of my casts before, you may have heard me mention at some point that I'm collecting data. And by collecting data, I mean being like, aha, it happened once on stream, and then not actually writing it down. But on Infernal Shrines, oftentimes I see the person or the team that's losing lose all 3 of their outer forts first before the winning team loses a single one. I think it's been at least 60% of the time, based on my pretend mental math, but we'll see if it happens this game. Yeah, I would love to see a Tyrande game too. I think she's actually really powerful, but obviously situational. Like, you wouldn't want to play her into like Johanna or something. And she's not like, I mean, she could have burst healing, depending on, you know, like, Illumes is a little bit of burst healing, and forget what the other one is called, like Celestial something, where you do like 80% more on the second target. Oh, I forgot to update this. We are going to Infernal. We'll be in the draft screen soon, so I'll set up that prediction. Alright, let's get into that draft. I don't remember if that was like 4, 5, or 6 assassin bans last game. I know, oh, actually there's at least 5. I remember the first 4, and then there was Mephisto. I don't remember the last ban. That's kind of wild. I bet we'll still see Mephisto banned here. He's really good on this map, actually, to be able to play safe. So we do see Sylvanas banned again. Who is generally good in most situations. Most likely because of her black arrows. The ability to turn off structures and just be like, you know what, instead of objective, we're just gonna take your structures. You must bet all your 160 points. Yeah, dude. Just bet on the team that you think people won't bet on, but also will win. The Garrosh ban. Okay. That's one of the trio. The Maiev ban apologizer. Okay, so that's a tank ban, not 4 assassin bans. Anyone order a one-man wrecking crew? Don't give away your strats.
I will fight to my last breath.
So Rhaegar first pick. Definitely a change from the last draft. That is still a healer, a very strong healer. Both are very strong healers, but Rhaegar has a cleanse. Rhaegar also has a great ability to do camps better than other healers, and also the objective with the lightning shield. And we have the tank and healer first choice here with Anduin and Johanna, which is potentially another sick light bomb combo with falling sword. Ancestral interrupt. You know what, Logan? Fuck you. There's this dumb meme Logan made of me where it's like my face. Like, I'm like super surprised, and he's just like memeing on me because I was like watching a Hots cast, and I was like, yo, the ancestral interrupts. It's really funny, actually. Okay. And then they pick Nexus Forces picks up their 2 DPS, or at least 2. I don't know what they're doing. We love spicy drafts, which is Vala and Chromie, kind of solid, well-rounded mage, potential auto attacker in Vala. And there's a Hogger band, which Hogger's pretty good on this map. Or at least the consensus is that he's good on this map because he has sort of like an infinite spin on the objective. They let Andy through. I mean, I kind of get it. Like, Garrosh is pretty scary. And the root follow-up was insane, but I think they wanted to ban it seems like they wanted to ban Sylvanas more than anything else. Like, Anduin's like, he's all around good. Urel and Junkrat. It's very interesting. Thanks, Logan. It's good to hear from you. Happy belated birthday. I like the Junkrat here. I think it works well around the point. Urel is a solid offlaner. She's played a lot, like, high level and competitive. She's very tanky, and she has decent wave clear. Lots of great utility during the team fight. And then we see the Diva, and the Inubrak. So these are, like, a lot of comfort picks here on the side of Nexus Forces that we discussed earlier. I like Diva, too, on this map. She's got the bomb, which is great for the point. Great for zoning. And the Tychus. Tychus is also great on this map. With either ult, really. Like, having to play on the objective can give you Draken Laser value. But Odin is often picked more here, just for being able to clear the OBJ. Alright, I'll put that prediction up now. You guys better bet your lives on both sides. Bet one. I don't want to curse either team, so I won't say, you know, I won't really think too hard about, like, what draft looks better. Because in the end, it kind of all comes down to, like, macro decisions and execution, team fights. So for Ebats, we've got King Andrew on that Andy, Eternal Blue on the Junkrat, Batmang on the Urel, TZ on the Johanna, and Canny on the Tychus. For Nexus Forces, we have Norseman on that Diva, Mega Man on the Vala, Organized Chaos on the Enubrek again, Lork on the Chromie, and Drunk Unicorn on Rhaegar. I believe they went quarterback last game as the Tychus. And I think they went Regen Master on that Enubrek last game as well. And Cubo Vala, so a bit of a double mage situation here, which is not the end of the world. I personally really like Cubo Vala. That's like my favorite Vala to play, but... So, Ebat's clearing that wave a little faster, getting that priority, but Diva started top, so Diva's going to be able to rotate a little faster. Does get the interrupt too. Oh man, died to the flashlight. She was one, but it always feels good as Johanna to get a kill with your E. Okay. Not the end of the world though, very early. Just already respawns. Ebat's doing a great job with that early wave clear. Sort of commanding the mid and bot lane. And Chromie's got quite a few stacks already on that Sandblast quest. Both camps getting taken for both sides. Ebat's starting that bot camp, which is interesting because Urel is just now rotating from top to mid. We'll see D.Va's going top. TZ and Canny getting kind of low. Anubrak also pretty low. This is pretty sus. Ebat's looking a little more chunked than Nexus Force's crazy boot, but I think TZ's gonna die here. Urel gets on the point, wants to kind of contest here. Canny not getting that trade, so it's a 0 for 2. And they get the camp. So that early lead has for Evats is gone. Their waves are pushed out because this camp wasn't cleared. They have another camp to deal with here, and they're down almost a whole level. Big stun! Oh my goodness, he actually needed to get pulled there. It's unfortunate that their DPS is not defending and wave clearing. Oh, massive boop. Oh, the root does not quite connect, so... Oh, nice boop dodge. Okay, I like this. I like doing the hards or the bruiser camp right before objective, because red is currently not doing that. And neither team's level 7, so... This will definitely be a macro lead during the objective for the side of Evats. But looks like an objective lead for Nexus Forces, and they're gonna get level 7 first. I don't know if Evats really wants to contest here. And oh, there's a little symbol that shows you what kind of Punisher it's gonna be. Mango Man has 146 health, getting chased by that bomb. Still no level 7s. Okay, level 7 online for Nexus Forces. 3 of them have picked. They're currently just fighting though. Okay, Chromie getting booped. 19 little skeleton boys. D.Va's clearing the side of Nexus Forces. They're really... This is pretty intense first objective for both teams. Burrow charge doesn't connect, but big CC from the Johanna. Everybody on Evats is still alive for some reason. D.Va's mech is gone. She's got a cleanse. Oh, that D.Va's gone, huh? Damage over time from that grenade once again. 32 to 32. It's really intense, but everybody's got a tap because they're Oom. It's kind of insane they won that, but after the pick, it was pretty secure. That's a Mortar Punisher. Great boop into the root, into the condemn. Okay. Manubrek's still alive. We love having a get out button. They get the whole wall, and the Mortar Punisher's kind of gone. If this was a frozen Punisher, they probably would have gotten... Well, maybe they would have gotten the whole fort. But still a great push, nonetheless. They get almost the whole wall. So all 3 siege camps on the bottom are up. We're gonna see in what order they attempt to fight over this. Okay, Nexus Force is going for their own. Ebat's going for the one in the middle. I like that aggressive decision. I don't think they had vision on their team either. Big subdue quest! You love to see it. Oh, the double root into the boop. Is Chromie gonna die? Yes. It was a really good set of interactions there. But mid's gotta get cleared. Some soak getting dropped. Another crazy boop. Boop build Junkrat. 3 stacks on that piercing light. Doing really well. Subdue. Oh my goodness. Subdue is basically a root. So Subdue, it's like it no longer decays, right? Yeah. Really good light bomb. So for the level 10s that we just saw, Got Odin, Blessed Shield. Ooh, Sacred Ground. The ball goes down as well. Light Bomb and Riptire. I believe they just get this whole fort. For the side of Nexus Force, we got Ancestral. The Ancestral. Are they gonna get this Chromie? We'll see. Oh, big. Big boop. That's insane. The subdue value. Micro Missile, sorry, Cocoon, Loop, and Raid of Vengeance. And the offlaners are pretty evenly matched here. I wouldn't know. I don't really pay attention to the minute differences in how the offlaners are going. But we'll look at the experience. Steve is leading in experience here. Ebat's getting their siege and starting their hearts first. They've got a pretty strong lead, but only one fort taken. Oh, I love this, because Urel is still in the lane, and D.Va's got bomb, and it's an even talent here. Massive stun, but the light bomb's big too. Temporal loop on the Andy. Oh my, into the bomb. He just explodes. That was like 70% of his health. I love the Sacred Ground, but I don't think she's gonna stay. Yeah. Alright, they'll most likely take this camp, or not. That surprises me a lot, because then they would have to sit there and deal with this camp. It's interesting. They just want to start objective and just finish it. Their objective clear is not the greatest either. Rhaegar is their best objective clear. So I think Ebats, I guess they're going to try and contest this. They have Odin, Blessed, they have everything minus Light Bomb. But Nexus Force is already halfway done. Ebats has their 13s. Anubrak with a big double stun on Junkrat boops himself out. Ball is getting pinged. Oh, that's really good target focus. And then the Light Bomb onto the Rhaegar. The Time Trap in an attempt to save them, but Rhaegar does go down. Really good contest, knowing that they'd have 13, and really good target focus too. I think Nexus Forces stepped up quite a bit. They were pretty, like, under the tower at that point. Yeah, they saw the tower. Oh, big double root. I think that Chromie's dead. See how this Anubrak fares. Anubrak's alive. This fort, I can't say the same. Junkrat's pretty good clear for the objective too, and it's a frozen Punisher. Oh my gosh, if they get the whole keep out of this, I'm not sure I'd be surprised, but that would suck. Hi, Kala. I'm Kala. I think I saw you get casted by Bahamut today. Stun onto the Anubrak, gets cleansed and able to burrow out, as well as evade the Blessed Shield that Johanna just used. Frozen Punisher doing its work, but it's only got like a fifth of its health left, and I think Ebats is like, we're done here. We got what we could. Still, same talent tier for both teams, but Ebats is 5 kills up. Tank Gavin, game 1 and game 2, are you talking about your game? Were you playing Tank? I couldn't remember who was on what role. I just remember that you were in the game because your name is Kala also. All the stacks doing okay. Blessed Hammer is such a busted talent. It's good for the OBJ too. I like Burning Beetles. We've got Totem Build Rhaegar. Level 16 is, you know, the massive slow. And we've got level 18 Shifting Sand, so hopefully that's a really big power spike for Nexus Forces. Urel kind of getting stuck here, but gets the Sacred Ground. She's got 50 armor right now. Oh, Riptire gets interrupted here. But he's got the cooldown, 10-second cooldown. And level 16 is about to come online for Ebats. Percent damage for that Urel, a double loop, and they're just going. They know they have that 16. Oh, I don't think that boop. And they want to re-engage, knowing that they had used some tools, but they're still down 16s. So I don't know. I don't know how risky this is or how advantageous this is, but they're probably feeling like they have to make something happen because of what the map looks like. But I believe in them. Six stacks on that Anduin quest. Pretty good. 50% spell power? Heck yeah. Good stacks on the wall. See what these 16s end up being. Yeah. Okay. Cocoon actually has him dodge the Chromie abilities. Oh, that pull was just a little too early for that Urel on the loop. It's so hard to time. Rhaegar going in for that Tychus. Massive stun chain from the Anubrak and the Vala. And that is a 3 for nothing for the side of Nexus Forces. This is their comeback potential. We'll see if they end up losing this little fort, though, before they take another one. But I assume that with this Punisher, they will end up taking a fort, just based off of these death timers. But we'll see. They are going to have Odin for the defense, should they choose to use it there. Sort of free objective here. There's a camp top that's going to put in some work towards that keep, which is their lowest health keep. Alright. Arcane Punisher going down. And Evans is not quite there to defend it. They're here now. Still getting the stun from the Punisher. Activating Iron Skin. And the fort is gone. And my data is ruined. Just kidding. It's just data. Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up saying that they've got Piercing Sands earlier. They have Piercing Sands now. So Odin gets popped here for the defense. Punisher still has about a quarter of its health. We've got Manticore. They do leave that Punisher kind of low because they want to keep looking. Johanna still has Blessed. Oh, it doesn't quite make it. And the keep is just gone from the camp and a catapult. That's awful. You don't want that to happen. They did get a decent push, but not having a keep means constant lane pressure. And I believe more passive experience for the side of EBATS. But, despite how the map looks, Nexus Forces has a slight experience lead. Ults are down on the side of, or at least Odin and Blessed for EBATS, but Nexus Forces has almost all their ults. Diva is showing top, so they feel free to take this. Which is, with such a low CD on Sacred Ground, Rail just uses it on the point just in case. Minigun gets popped, but isn't going to do any damage to the past the shield for Nubrak. Defending that. Are they going to defend this? Or are they just sending it? They've got level 20, so I can see why you wouldn't want to defend if you want to press your 20 advantage. But they're playing real safe here. Minus this. Okay, so they're just going to take a fort now with that level 20. But they're very close. Both sides are very close to level 20. Farseer's Blessing is potentially huge. Rewind. Acrobat. Okay. I love this. Of course, you want the Sacred Ground level 20. Just infinite Sacred Ground when you E. And D.Va's finally clearing that camp. Now that both teams are level 20 and there's no reason to be with the team other than to clear. At least that seems to be the decision. Cocoon on that Yrel to kind of take her out of the fight. Is that Riptire resets? No, but he did get 3 of them. Gets pulled. Johanna has Iron Skin, but does get that second pull. So now there's no pull. Lots of buttons were used there. Not Ancestral, not Odin, and not Light Bomb. Oh, they're still going in. The Light Bomb is a defensive Light Bomb. Yrel is just in there. I kind of love it. But Odin gets popped here, surprisingly, right before the objective. We'll see if they get value from it. They did go Big Red Button, which will be a longer duration. I think? Yeah, 50% longer, so... almost 12 seconds. Junkrat getting really, really chunked. And Bullet's in here, dude. Did she make it out? No. Joe does get the kill. So it's a trade, but Ebat's very chunked. Next Forces has Katas on their core. The minions will most likely kill them in time. Rhaegar is getting run down by Yrel. Okay, decent cocoon there. Chromie is struggling. 300 HP. Light Bomb is kind of huge, actually. Oh, that root misses. But Joe is still looking. Joe's Joe's low. Joe gets pulled. Yrel is not low. She is unkillable. I love it. D.Va about to get bombed though, which is placed. It only gets one thingy. They're called thingies. How's Candy not dying with his team? What a coward. Hilarious. Another Frozen Punisher? They got both Frozen Punishers, dude. I think. Yeah, they got both. We'll see how much they can get off of this. We're gonna talk about those level 20s. They did go Censure, so... Oh my gosh, 9 stacks on Andy, let's go! That blessed upgrade. New Brack? Does not get rooted after that. But not really in danger. Looks like they're using Odin off cooldown, which is, you know, honestly a great decision if you have Big Red Button, you want as much structure damage and hero damage as possible. It enables you to hit the backline a little more. Every R button is getting used. Ancestral? I don't think it went off. I think it went on himself and it didn't go off because he got the cooldown back. And this is looking kind of rough for Nexus Forces, but the Punisher is dead, so we'll see how well they can hold. If Lara can stay alive, yeah. Yrel is so unkillable, dude. Tech is getting quite low. Can they actually core here? I think they can. They don't have a bunch of DPS to finish anybody off. That's GG. Take that second game and the series. Hey, nobody voted for Nexus Forces. I never really showed you the stats, only like once during that game. So here they are. So far the damage numbers are pretty even across the board. I mean, Hana is busted in terms of how much damage she does. But Anubarak's actually not that far behind. I think Yrel played a really good game here. That, or they just didn't have the tools to really deal with her. She was so annoying. So annoying. I love seeing them get use of this hollowed ground though. It's such a funny talent. 16 kills to 9. Overall, pretty good game. Definitely some back and forth moments. Great ult combos. We'll see if they end up wanting to do an interview. I will say about this division is that currently Nexus Forces is sitting at 5th place with 4 matches played, and Easy Blues in the Swarm has played more matches, but is in 10th place, so 5 matches. So this will be a good boost for that team, because you get extra points for a domination, I think. I don't remember how many, because I don't do this anymore, but you can look at the standings. See if they want an interview. This happened. Oh, thanks for the follow. Oh, yes, I would like to interview. Where can I find you? Oh, there you are. What's up?
Hello.
Just you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Nice game.
Thank you very much.
Were you expecting to win?
No.
Why?
Here on out, we're not really expecting to win a whole lot. But I'm happy that we did.
Yeah, I mean, overall, pretty clean. You guys seemed like you were on the same page about a lot of things, especially like target focus and whatnot, so that was cool.
Yeah, we played particularly well today. Not sure what it was, and thankfully one of our subs was ready because our normal healer had to work late, so King Andrew hopped in there and was able to kick ass for us.
Nice, nice, nice. Very cool. I guess we could talk about that Braxis game.
Sure.
You guys like Braxis?
No.
Oh, okay. I like Braxis, but I say that because nobody likes Braxis.
My team voted for Braxis, and I'll kind of do whatever. I'm not a fan of the map, but Nexus Forces ended up banning BOE and Tomb of the Spider Queen, and
so those maps you like?
Yeah, the maps we like, and we knew they didn't like 2-lane maps. Or at least that was the perception we got from our scouting. So we said, okay, let's send Braxis. Like, they're uncomfortable, so are we.
I love that strat.
Yeah, so my team played it very well. I was a Tychus. I pressed D on whatever.
Oh,
TZ
yeah.
threw, and,
yeah, the Garrosh Andy combo was kind of gross.
TZ's an incredible Garrosh
player. Yeah, I think I played against them in like GGS, and I was like, well, this shit sucks.
Yeah, and it hasn't. I mean, you saw it get banned game 2, but the fact that it's not banned nearly every game so far this season is amazing to me. But she played honestly both games with her really, really well.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, Braxis, we had a lot of momentum early, and one of those maps that kind of snowballs. First objective, we got both forts. Was really happy with that, and then we kind of got a level lead and got to do really whatever we wanted to. And then we got kind of overzealous there in the top lane, lost a bad team fight, and then we stabilized afterwards. But
I could see you guys just like losing your marbles, like, oh, I'm gonna go throw somebody out, but then they get cocooned, and I'm gonna go pull someone, but then I get a tomb. And it's like,
yeah, it was a nightmare. The Nubarak was sucked to play against.
Yeah. Well, I did enjoy watching that, and I put predictions on both games, and nobody bet on Nexus Forces, so nobody got any points.
Oh, shoot.
And I guess moving on to Infernal, personally, I think that the Tychus is a great pick there for that point control, and even Urel, I loved seeing that Sacred Ground. That was awesome. She was so unkillable that game.
Yeah, Urel was a bully for sure. And you really saw that highlighted in the last fight there where he was, I think after the game, he's like, I don't think I ever went below 70% that entire last fight.
Yeah, for real. Like, you guys were all chunked in the bag, and Urel's like, hey, what's up? I'm full health.
Yeah, once the Vala dies, and I'm looking around, I'm like, guys, I know it's like a 3-on-4 or 3-on-3, but they cannot kill you at this point. Like he just hippity hops his way to victory. Um,
Pretty much, just like hop all the way to core.
and Andrew did an incredible job keeping Canny alive for that fight too.
Yeah.
I was happy with the Tychus. We were leaning towards the Greymane for a minute, but we wanted the point control. I messed up the bans early. I wanted to ban the Diva, and we got to talking about other things. And so we ended up letting the Diva go, and that's the first time they've lost with Diva. They were 4-0 on Diva before that game.
Yeah, I mean, Diva, I feel like, is their best choice in the draft for this objective, too, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to play Diva on one map, it's got to be this one.
Yeah, for sure.
But won a good fight, and then got some follow-up kills there, pushing the objective, and ended up winning the match. So it was very happy, obviously, with a 2-0 domination, and they also gave us a lot of things to look at and learn from. So
awesome, yeah. Hopefully, rewatching will give you an idea too. Honestly, I felt like in that game too, you guys did a really good job with the camps, like hitting them first, and when maybe the other team wasn't even thinking about them or like knowing when you could take a camp. That was pretty good.
Yeah, we lost a little bit of tempo early, losing the bottom camp.
Yeah.
I
wasn't sure what was going to happen there, yeah.
if I had 4s and I had my additional boops on the Junkrat, I think we win that pretty handily. But they got 4 first, and we kind of all in for something that really wasn't worth our time and effort. Right. Thankfully, we weren't punished super hard, but it ended up taking, I think, at least a wall or a tower bottom. So it was
that was
a lot of early tempo for them.
Pretty big lead for them, at that moment. But you guys got like 2 frozen punishers, so.
We did. I think we only lost the one objective. And
like
when we did, we ended up taking top camp and pushing out a wave, and we ended up trading a keep for the fort there.
Yeah, that was insane.
So we were content.
Yeah, that was a big win, even though you guys lost the objective and like had lost a team fight previously. Yeah. Well, I don't have any further questions. Just wanted to commend you on your game, and looking forward to some more.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for casting, as always. We appreciate all our casters in NGS. No matter if it's 1 game or 100, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Shout out to Nexus Forces for being great opponents and good sports about everything. We weren't expecting to win, and we're not expecting to win much from here on out. So
yeah, anything can happen, honestly, in these games. And looking at the standings is not always like a tell-all, right? So
right. But shout out to the team for coming together and kicking ass. We don't practice a whole lot, but when we do, we come in focused, and we do our best. So thanks to them for bearing with us this season.
Thanks for interviewing.
Yeah.
It was nice to catch up. I totally haven't played with you recently.
Certainly that wasn't 24 hours ago.
Well, yeah, good games, everybody, and I hope everybody has a great rest of their night.
Thanks so much. Have a good night.
You too. That'll be all. Are we gaming? I don't know, man. Are we? Okay, bye.